Hi, it's Sarah here. So following the recent video I did about updating meetings whilst on the road using the Sugar mobile app, I'm here to show you today how to create a quote using Sugar Mobile. Again, I'm using an iPhone, but the app is also available on Android devices and works exactly the same. So I'm going to log in first, so I just need to input my password for Jim. So Jim is the person I am logged in today. The first thing you see here is all recently viewed records. So that's the first thing you see, all your recently viewed records, be it quotes, accounts, leads, calls, whatever. But what we're going to do is go and find the account that we wish to quote. So we go to the accounts module. You can use your pre-filters here. So you've got my accounts, favorites, and then of course any filters you've set up on the desktop version will also appear here. You can go ahead and use the magnifying glass there to search for an account too. In this case, we're going to go ahead and create a quote for TCAP Media Group down at the bottom. So I'm going to select the account. You can see here the details of the account. But if we move over to the related tab, this will then show us any related items against the account. So you can see we've got a bunch of calls and meetings and opportunities, etc. But at the bottom there is quotes. So if you click the little plus icon next to the quotes, the first thing you need to create is the details. So this is the details of the quote. So you can put in here anything you like. So I'm just going to put quote for TCAT. You use whatever you wish. If you want to put a shipping account in, then go ahead and do so. But then we've got the quote stage. Of course, the quote stages will be different if you've customized yours, and so may some of these fields if you've used Sugar Studio to customize. I'm just going to leave this quote stage as negotiation. I then have a mandatory field here for valid until. So this might be like an expiry of when your quote expires. Again, you may or may not have this depending on how you've customized your sugar. I then move over to the right side of the details where it says quoted line items. So if I select this, I'm then able to start putting my items into my quote. As you know, with sugar, you can do groups. So you can have a group of products and then have a second group of any unrelated products to the first group, or just depending on how you split them. So I'm going to go ahead and add a group. I'm going to give my group a name. In this case, we're going to call it beverages. I'm then going to go ahead and add a quoted line item, which is just underneath beverages. First thing you asked is quantity. So in this case, my quantity will be 50. And then if I click into the line item underneath, it automatically takes me to my product catalogue. So I can scroll through and search for a product, or I can use the magnifying glass at the top there just to enter a few letters to find any products I'm looking for. So they want a quote for Dow Egbert's coffee, 500 grams, 50 lots of them. As you can see, it automatically here totals up that particular line item within that group so far. I'm now going to add another line item to that group. So again, I click add line item. Again, change my quantities. In this case, we'll put 10. Directly underneath, I'm going to hit line item. It takes me straight to my product catalogue. They basically want 10 lots of 18 tins of Carling. So 10 cases effectively. And then we can see here, there's the price and then there's the total for that group. I'm going to go ahead and add another group because it's completely unrelated. They want some gadgets next. So I add the name gadgets. Let me just change that from hadgets to gadgets. There we go. And then I'm going to add quoted line item. How many gadgets do they want? In this case, 5. Select line item underneath. Go ahead and find the gadget you want to add, or the product you want to add. There we go. And what you can see now is the group total that is added up for that. But if we keep scrolling down, we'll then get the grand total of the whole quote, which is all of the groups added up. If you've put a discount in, then that will also show here, and obviously any VAT. So if you've got VAT records set up in your product catalogue, all of these will come through as normal. And then of course you can add a shipping cost if you wish. So then what we're going to do is hit save in the top right. There we go, we can see that that's saved. So if I just head back to TCAP Media Group by selecting that, we'll then see now that there is a quote record there. What you can also do once you've built that quote, you can actually download the PDF to your phone. So if I hit here, download quote PDF, the quote PDF is downloading. There we go, there's the quote PDF. So obviously I'm on an iPhone, so I'm just going to zoom in here. Obviously you've got your PDF templates depending on how you've got them all set up. And then obviously you've got your beverages group with the products you've put in there. and then your gadgets group underneath. So you can go ahead and send this directly from your phone to the customer via email or however or WhatsApp as an attachment. However you communicate to your customers, you can go ahead and do that. And that's it. That's how you create a quote on the move with Sugar Mobile. If you've any suggestions or anything else you want to know about, please let me know. Thank you. Bye.